can go bring him. Go bring Banana Dog. Go bring it. Go bring it. Go bring it, Loon. Yay! Here you go. Hey guys. Oh, I've had a rough day today. I haven't been feeling good. Slept most of the day. Mom, Grammy, was in charge of the animals because I didn't feel good. Actually feel really bad because I was supposed to show MJ how to make her burgers. And, come on, Lucky. I was supposed to show MJ how to make her burgers, but I got up at like 6 o'clock. And I texted her and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make them. And she took that as a cue, I guess, to go off and try to make them herself. I did tell her, like, right after that I'd be willing to make them and, like, just do a quick live stream. But now I feel bad. She had already, I guess, went. I said, I don't know if I'm making the burgers. I just got up. I was in bed all day feeling like crap. I feel bad because I want to show you how to make them, but I'm not even hungry, really. I just got up. Sorry. Oh, then sorry if I missed her call. She was calling me. And then she said, okay, wish you told me earlier I'll be making them. Kind of have no choice as the meat is thawed out. So then I guess she left. And I said, okay, let's do it then. I don't want to let you down, girl. Can you give me a half an hour? So I probably should eat anyway. It'll just be a short stream, I guess, making the burgers. I ain't staying on long, but between her message and my message, she had already left to go make her own. But now I feel bad because her burgers came out like crap. So I feel a little bad going to make mine when I know mine will probably come out good because I just know how to make them. But I should probably eat. And all the talk about burgers was starting to make me a little hungry. I wasn't that hungry, but when you keep talking about food, then it makes you a little hungry. And I know I'll have to eat at some point. Probably won't eat now, but I'll eat at some point tonight. And I'm not going to start cooking at like midnight or 10 o'clock. So I'll cook them now and then have them in a little bit. Looney, here. But yeah, I just feel a little bad now making mine. Just when someone else's came out like crap that I was supposed to show her how to make them good. Go get your toy. Go bring it. We got Baby Lucky. Baby Lucky wants to go outside. Lucky, you going to get the toys? Looney, you going to go get your toys? I'm trying to play with Looney a little bit too because Grammy was in charge of the animals today. Grammy does a good job taking care of her when I don't feel good, but I know Grammy doesn't play as much. Yeah. Thank you for Banana Dog. Hi, Jamie. How are you? There you go. Cookie for Looney. Ready? Thank you for Banana Dog. This is Looney's favorite toy from when she was a puppy. It's been so hot, her Banana Dog literally started melting. That's all like plastic that's melting. Literally, it was like stuck. The plastic like got pulled off onto something else, like the toy that it was resting against. When I went to grab it, it peeled a bunch of the plastic off. It was so hot the other day, it was melting. Looney, you melted your Banana Dog. Well, you didn't. The weather did. Ready? Go bring it. Go bring Banana Dog. Go bring him. Go bring him. But yeah, we'll go start making the burgers soon. Oh, Burbs. Hi, Burbs. Hello. Hello. Do you guys need food too? Yeah, your food's getting empty. Here you go. Get your food. Their food's getting low. I'm just cleaning before your husband gets home. Oh, nice. Hi, Mask Lady, and hi, Abrielle. Here you go. These guys need their cage cleaning too. I wanted to do it today, but I didn't feel good. In bed all day. This is what people don't understand. Like, I have good days and bad days. There's like a day where most days you see me, I'm doing okay. She didn't lay an egg, did she? Oh, Frightful laid an egg. Frightful laid an egg. Guys, we got a lovebird egg. Looks like she dropped it. We got an egg from Miss Frightful. She doesn't usually lay eggs. Frightful, did you lay an egg, girl? No more, right? Okay. Keep my eye on her, because usually if they lay one, they'll start laying more. We got an egg from Miss Frightful. It's cracked. It looks like it dropped. She dropped it on the floor. Abrielle says, "Oh, your animals are so cute." Thank you. Looney, you wanna give it to Looney. Looney can eat the egg. Here you go. You want an egg? Look. It's just a little. You want to see how it looks like? It's cute. Cute little lovebird egg. Looney can eat it. Looks just like a regular egg inside. Bloop. Little tiny yolk. Little tiny yolk. Here you go, Loon. Here, you can eat your food with it. There you go. It's a little lovebird egg. That's from Miss Frightful. She's the only girl, so she's the only one that would be laying that. She hasn't laid an egg in a while. Where is the egg from? That's from Frightful. My girl lovebird. But we don't let them breed because they're brother and sister. That's Frightful. Frightful. Oh, where are you going? There you go. Did you lay an egg? Did you lay an egg, girl? There's Frightful back there. She laid the egg. But we don't let her hatch it because her and Twilight are brother and sister. They'll have weird incest babies. We don't want weird incest babies, huh? So, just gave it to Looney. She didn't eat it yet, but if she doesn't, the cats will. The cats like eggs too. Just feed it back to the other animals. You need me to close up the birds? You're going to do it? Okay, looks like Grammy's going to close the birds. I did do the goats. I haven't felt good today, so Grammy's been nicely caring for all the animals, mostly. Where's my tripod? Okay, we're going to get the... Jamie said 3 highs is enough. Please don't spam the highs. Yes. See, Animal Lover, it's just a reminder about not spamming. Thank you, Jamie. Because I don't see them sometimes. Where'd my it just picked up the tripod. Oh, here it is. It's on the couch. It got buried in the blankets. I'm like, I just picked it up. Thanks, Jamie. I'll feel better tomorrow, I'm sure. It's just, sometimes it's like up and down. It's like a roller coaster. Like if I have a good day, then the next day's a bad day. It's like I do too much on the good days or whatever. It hasn't even been really good days, but I've been like, you know, pushing myself the past few days, even though I haven't felt that great. But I've had like more full days. I've been getting up earlier and doing stuff. She's able to do that still, the bird? Yeah, she's able to lay eggs. She just doesn't do it that often. Lovebirds, they kind of have like a breeding season. It's usually kind of in the fall, which it's almost fall, but not quite. Maybe like late summer, fall. Usually in the fall is when they breed more. It's like, I guess summer too. It's like after they've already gotten, like throughout the summer, they get like more light. They get longer daylight hours. So I don't know, they get into like a breedy mood. And then by fall, they're like ready to start laying. guess it's like late summer, fall. But yeah, she's able to lay eggs still. She's able to. I usually just get rid of them. I have to get rid of them because she just can't make babies. Well, she could if she was with a different male. But she's mated with her brother, so can't let her have babies with her brother. If she was with a different male, then she could. Have you seen your birds do it? Yeah. Not Twilight. Blue Moon was just doing it right before I got on, but on the floor. Blue Moon was giving himself some self-pleasure. He goes like down on his little bell on the floor and humps his bell. Wacko. But no, I've seen them. The girls, they like spread their wings like this. The girls will go like, they go like this, and then the male bird gets on top of them. They go like, they look like little airplanes. We call it airplaning. Sounds wild. Yeah, they're funny. Funny little birds. Okay, let's see. What do I need? My stuff, my onion. All right, so we got our ground beef. MJ said hers had like, her beef had like white chunks in it, which I can only assume maybe she had like a low quality, just like a low grade, low quality beef that had like maybe gristle and fat. I don't like get a lot of red meat and ground beef, but when I do, I'm going to make sure that it's like a good quality one. I don't know, if you don't eat it all the time, then it's worth it to, when you do eat it, you spend a little extra money to get a good quality one, you know? If you're gonna eat it, if you're gonna bother making it, I feel like you gotta get one that's a decent quality meat that isn't gonna have problems cooking. So I have this one. Well, this one actually has ground beef, beef liver, and beef heart. So it'll have some thicker, gristly chunks because of the heart and the liver. Well, liver is pretty smushy, but the heart can be a little gristly sometimes because it has like the heart chambers and stuff. But it's not like the fat gristle or like bone chunk gristle. It's a little different. It's still easier to work with than that, and this is a pretty good meat. So this is the Force of Nature ancestral beef. You don't have to say hi anymore, animal lover. So this one. 22 grams of protein, 100% grass-fed, beef liver, and beef heart. Get my iron. Get my iron up. Yeah, you don't need to say hi anymore. If you want to be able to stay, you gotta not spam, remember? We just talked on Facebook and you promised to not, to try not to repeat yourself. Yeah, we just talked on Facebook and she promised not to do that. But yeah, there we go. So we cut our onions. I like to cut them nice and small, so I kind of do them this way, and then I switch them the other way to cut them small. So you keep them in like a little thing, and then you do them this way. And it makes them nice and minced up so that they're just tiny little pieces throughout the burger. We got fireworks going off again. Hi, Court. Court says just popping in to say hi. Hi, Courtney. How are you doing? We're making my burgers that I said I'd make today. I wasn't feeling great, so I wasn't sure if I was going to make them, but it is 8 o'clock and I should eat something, so this is all I thought out. This is all I thought out to cook, so you see my refrigerator doesn't have much else in it. No, I didn't go to the lake today. I didn't feel good. Samantha said you already went to the lake. Yeah, no lake today. But yeah, there's nothing else in my refrigerator really, so that's what I had to cook. That's a pineapple for the birds. I don't know, that's empty. I think that's for the, oh, we put the cat food in that. That's what that's for. I could have made eggs, I guess, is the only other thing I could have made. I got yogurt and eggs. Marigold's eggs and regular eggs. That's about all I have. So burgers were pretty much, there's my buns for the burgers. I'll take those out so they can cool off and not be like cold. Yeah, I didn't feel great today. You accidentally hit Christine but fixed it. Yeah, just time her out if give her like a 5 minutes to work on the repeating or something. She's not doing anything horrible. It's just the repeating. She has trouble with that with her autism. I try to give her chances. It's when she gets combative about it that's a problem. Because nobody wants to argue. We're just telling her the rules. Nobody wants to argue about the rules. So I get that she repeats. It's just, you know, take a warning and move on. That's all. All right. So there's my onions. And we had to go outside and grab some, thank you, Court. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, Looney didn't get no beach today. That's why I was trying to play with her, just with her toys and stuff. Maybe take her downstairs for a little bit after. Yes, fireworks going off. They light them off like almost every weekend up here over the lake. You hear that? You hear the boom booms? I love your shirt. Thank you. Yeah, it's sunflowers. Listen to the boom booms. The boom booms. Can we see them? Boom booms. Jamie said I'm good, just taking a break from cleaning, right? Court said I'll be back later. Ari, have a nice evening, Court, whatever you're up to. All right, I'm gonna run outside before I take the ground beef out of the package. That way Looney doesn't try to steal the ground beef. I run outside and grab some fresh herbs because I said I wanted to try some fresh herbs in here. Do I have a little basket or something to put my herbs in? Can I get a little basket? A tisket, a tasket, a little bitty basket. Where's my little basket? Where's my little basket? I'm gonna just use one of these little bowls. Hi, Mooney. Here, we'll use this. Or this. Here, I'm gonna use this one. It's just stuff and everything. I just need to go get some herbs. Just going to grab some herbs, herbity herbs. Hold on, Loon, I'm just getting herbs. Hopefully Looney's not scared of the fireworks. Oh, she doesn't mind fireworks. She's pretty okay with fireworks. We've been like outside hanging out on the 4th of July and she was fine. Basil. You want to get the ones that are going to seed here. So when you pick basil, you want to pick it from the ones that are going to seed so it stops going to seed. So getting these ones here that are, I think that's good. And then there's some oregano down here. Okay, that's fine. There's oregano and some rosemary down here. A little more oregano, because I like oregano. I love oregano. Oregano is, I think, one of my favorite herbs. And the rosemary's way down here. My mom, we had trouble with the peppers. My mom moved all the peppers today. There was apparently grubs way down underneath the soil that were eating the roots of the peppers. So that's why the peppers haven't been doing that great. So she had to dig them all up and dig all the grubs out from underneath the soil because they were eating the roots, and then replant them. So right now they're having to reroot. It's kind of a pain. They're probably not going to do that great. No fireworks, please. I don't control the fireworks, hon. It's my neighbors, but we're going to go back in so it won't be as loud. I was just coming out to get herbs. But yeah, I don't control them. It's not me lighting them off. I wouldn't light them off with you here. There's some rosemary. It looks like they've stopped for now. That's good. Another piece? Oh no, that's not rosemary. That's some sage, but I usually use that more for vegetables and stuff. Rosemary. Okay. Nice garden. Thank you, Atomic. All right, tell your neighbors to knock it off. Christine's listening. Yeah. Neighbors, quiet down. Christine's listening. No more fireworks. Hi, MJ. MJ Bebo. All right, let's get in. Let's go save Christine from the fireworks. They're lighting them again. Here, I'll mute. All right, this should be better now that we're inside. Sorry about the fireworks, Christine. I know they're scary to you. You would hate living where I am. Look at all these. Oh my God, you got a lot of cucumbers coming, huh?
It's gonna rain the next few days, so I picked.
Yeah, so they don't blow up. Yeah, they'll blow up with the
If
rain.
you don't pick, and these were
Pickling.
Cucumbers. If you don't, they're not looking that great out there. I think we got bugs in the.
Yeah, probably. I'll do a bug hunt tomorrow.
Because I closed everything out.
Yeah, I'll do a bug hunt tomorrow. I'll do a bug hunt tomorrow. You need to grow your basil. Ari's the new Karen. Jamie, right? Ooh, rosemary. Yep. Yeah, I got some rosemary. Yeah. It should be better in here, Christine. Don't worry. I'm on Wednesday's channel. Yep. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll need them tomorrow if I'm going to garden. I've taken a week off gardening because of my arms and everything, but I think I'm ready to go back out. Everything's pretty much settled down. There's like a little, you can still see a little bit here. And the ones on my arms, a little bit, this one was flaring up a minute ago, but I put some cortisone on it. It's not that bad now. So everything's starting to settle down. I think I can make it back out into the garden now. What's the yellow vegetable? That's a summer squash. A summer squash. Those are summer squash and zucchini. All right. So Christine, you're welcome to stay. Just try not to do the repeating, okay? I know you have trouble with it. I know that's one of your autistic traits, but it isn't allowed on YouTube. You can get in trouble for spamming, so. And it can get my channel in trouble for spamming. So it's just not allowed on YouTube. So just try not to do that and listen if the mods warn you. Because they're just trying to warn you so you don't get a complete block. Wednesday said Courtney didn't fix the block with the Animal Lover channel. Oh, she didn't? Oh, okay. Yeah, she said she was going to, but... Hi. Do you want to stay on this channel, or I can fix it on your other channel if you need me to? Hi. It might still be timed out, though. Here's your baby, Lucky. Lucky, you have food over here. No ground beef for you. You're going to go in kitty prison if you come over here again. If Lucky comes over here again, he goes in kitty prison while I cook. There's certain things I can't cook, like steak or ground beef. Then Lucky goes in kitty prison. Alright, so here's our ground beef. See, mine doesn't really have like, it'll have like a few little white spots. Like I think this is kind of what MJ was talking about. It'll have like these little gristly things that are kind of hard. But mine are very small, the ones I have. And they don't really... No, you're not too much. I'm just giving you the warnings. Honestly, everything's a little too much for me today just because I don't feel good, but it's not you. No worries, hon. Not that. Mine looked flat and very white, like plastic or bone. Yeah, it must have been like a bad quality beef. Did you get it at the... Did they give it to you at the food pantry? Because mine doesn't have that. Mine has just like little tiny ones. Sounds like yours had like a lot of gristle, which is like the collagen at the end of the bones that they just grind up. I know Christine can control herself because there was a time a while back she went, yeah, exactly. You were doing good for a while, so you were doing well for a while, so we know you can do it. About to eat goulash and watch this train wreck. This ain't a train wreck. No, it's just fat. It's just fat. Fatty pieces or like a little bit of gristle. I look like Elvis. Oh, well, I take that as a compliment. Elvis was a sexy man. Thank you. Bye, girl. Thank you very much. All right. Let's wash our hands before we start diving into the meat. Especially since I just went outside. I seem like a very low IQ person. Quite the opposite, actually. I actually have an IQ like up in the 130s. 99th percentile. I'm very bad at math. Math, no, but English, reading comprehension, all that is like up in the 130s. 99th percentile. I didn't vote for anyone, actually. I didn't see any good choices. But we don't talk about politics on here. But if you must know, I didn't vote for anyone. Okay. Yeah, what's with all the negativity? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. People are having fun trolling. Let them troll. I don't care. Ain't getting me down. So we have our ground beef. I'm just cooking dinner, y'all. Ground beef. Yeah, I apologize for MJ. It just seems like she got like a really bad batch. If they gave it to her at the food pantry, then it kind of makes sense, because I don't know. But I would suggest if she wants to ever try again, a high quality like grass-fed beef. And at least an 85% fat ratio. So it's like fat per whatever. It's like the more lean it is. So you want like lean muscle meat versus a lot of fat and gristle and stuff. So we're putting my onions in here. Yeah, let's put this in here. I'm poor, we buy what's cheapest. Yeah, that's rough. But if you're gonna end up throwing it away if it doesn't come out good anyway, then that's a waste. So if you're gonna, like, I don't buy ground beef a lot. I don't eat a lot of red meat, but if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy something that I can actually eat, you know? Because otherwise, what's the point? Then you're just throwing it away and wasting it. So you kind of have to look at it like that. Like, I could either spend a little extra money and buy something that's actually edible, or buy what's cheapest and then I can't even eat it at all, you know? Is grass-fed beef good at all? Yes, it's very good. But yeah, at the very least, get like an 85-20 or something like that. Right? 85 or 85-15? I'm not good at math. Yeah, 80-20 or 85-15 for the meat, because it's like the ratio, it'll usually say it on the package, it's like the ratio of muscle meat to fat and gristle and stuff. All right, so I got my onions all in there, you can see them. I don't see meat that says that stuff. Oh, usually it'll say it right on the package. This one I don't think does, but does it say here? Usually it says it on the package. I don't know that this one does, but because this one just says 100% grass-fed beef, beef liver, and beef heart. But it doesn't say the fat percentage on this one. Some of them do, some of them don't. If you can find the ones that do. Yeah, this one doesn't either. A lot of them do, though. She's in Canada. It's probably... Oh, that's true. Wednesday said, I wish I had a hamburger. Is that from Wednesday the dog or from Christine? I could see the dog wanting a hamburger. Okay, so now we do our stuff. Actually, I should probably, before I get my hands all gross again, I'll cut up the herbs. But yeah, that just has the onion. So my little hard white pieces are just onion, but it still sticks in there pretty good. Okay, we got some rosemary, basil, and oregano. A little more rosemary and basil. All right. Just gonna take all these herbs from Wednesday. Wednesday, you can have a burger. You can come over for a burger. I usually share a little bit with Looney and Lucky too. All right, so my herbs I just take in a ball. Now, obviously, you can just, I showed all the herbs I would use last night, and I would just shake them in, but I have fresh herbs, so I'm gonna use my fresh herbs this time. But I have rosemary, basil, and oregano are the 3 herbs that I'm using. So now I'm just chopping them. And then I smush them back into a ball again because it's easier to cut that way. Smush it in a ball, it's easier to cut. Yeah, I kind of felt bad coming on to cook my burgers after MJ's came out like crap, because I know mine usually come out good. I did tell you not to put egg though. No egg, no breadcrumbs. That's how you make a meatball. You know, if you want meatballs, yes, my mom makes the best meatballs, and she puts the, you know, the egg in the bread and everything. That's how you make meatballs, is with egg and bread, or maybe like a meatloaf too. Meatballs and meatloaf would be I think egg and bread. I know that's for meatballs. I've never made a meatloaf really. I'm pretty sure meatloaf is pretty much just like a giant meatball in a loaf. Okay, these are all chopped up pretty decently. All right. And then we'll go get my, what's it called here? My onion salt, garlic salt, and adobo. All right, here we go. MJ said, I shall stay silent. I'm heading over to your house right now. You may have a cupcake. Oh, a cupcake. Yum. Yay, come here Wednesday. Yellow cake ones. Oh, MJ said I can bake. My cupcakes came out perfect. Oh, that's good. I'm a little jealous of your cupcakes though, because I ate most of my ice cream last night and now I don't have any more ice cream. I have like a little bit left, but that's it. Thank you for the cupcake. You can have one of my good burgers. I wish MJ was just here and then she could bake cupcakes and I could make burgers, and we could just trade our good stuff and then everybody's happy. All right, got my burgers. It would be so much easier if you just lived here. All right. Here, let me get. I'm a baker, but not a cook. Yeah, I like to do both. I don't bake a lot in the summertime though. I feel like it just maybe heats up the house. And I haven't done as much baking recently. But I used to bake all the time, especially when my dad was alive. He would have me bake him a pie like almost every night. My stepdad was a big sweet eater too. He loved pies and he would have me bake him a pie. It would be like midnight and he'd be like, Anna, go bake me a pie. So I'd go down in the kitchen and literally bake a pie for my dad at like midnight. And then I'd bring it up to him. He had his cancer stuff, so he would have trouble sleeping. So he'd be up all night on and off, like getting up and down, going to the bathroom. And he had a lot of issues because he had the bladder thing. He had colon cancer and then he had spread to his bladder. So he had a urostomy and a colostomy and he had spinal surgery. So he had just like a lot of issues. He'd be getting up and down and not getting a lot of sleep. So he'd watch movies all night and I was an insomniac. So I'd come in his bedroom. My mom would be like passed out right next to us. My mom would be passed out in the bed. My dad's on this side of the bed. And then I had like a little chair and he had his little TV on the corner. So my dad's here and I'd have a little chair next to it on the side of the bed. And I'd sneak up and we'd have our little pie. I'd bring two plates of pie. Like, Dad, I got pie. And we'd just like watch movies all night while eating pie. Apple pie, I think, was his favorite. He always wanted me to make apple pies. Okay. What's this? Yeah. What was his favorite pie? Apple. Apple was his favorite pie. He loved him an apple pie. Blueberry, I think, was maybe second. He really liked blueberry pie. That you had to get in season, though. But an apple pie, blueberry pie. Pumpkin was my favorite. So I'd make a lot of pumpkin pie, too, but I think apple was his favorite. All right, that's the garlic powder. MJ said, have I been on my dad's boat? Nope. Have I been on his cottage? Nope. Aw, my anxiety would ruin his happy place. That sucks. I mean, this was my stepdad, so I know how it is with biological dads and just not having good relationships there, but I was lucky enough to get a really awesome stepdad who showed me what a dad was supposed to be. It sucks that you have a real dad that doesn't want to invite you to do those things. not very nice. Oh, all right. So we got, I think, all the stuff in there now. Let's throw a little adobo. I got onion salt, garlic salt, and adobo. I don't really measure, I just kind of to feel. I just kind of coat the whole top. I just coat it to feel. So that makes it a little hard, I guess, to try to explain to people what I'm doing, but I just got a nice few chunks of my onion powder and smushed it up in there. I'll do one more just for whatever. So it was onion powder, garlic powder, and adobo. And now we do my Sticky Fingers barbecue sauce. He replaced you with your son, yeah. I guess you said he always wanted a boy, right? He said, thank you for giving me my boy. Screw you, I'll take your kid. Yeah, this shitbag. Some people just shouldn't be parents, I feel like. That's how I feel about my dad, too. He just shouldn't have been a parent. He doesn't know how to parent. All right, now we get the goopy goops. And we just put some goopies on there. So now I'm just mixing in all the barbecue sauce. This is where your hands get all icky. And then after that, I'll have to show MJ the technique of how I make it into the patties, because that's where she was, I guess, having trouble. All right, let's start heating up my pan too, so that's nice and hot. Yuck. Boy or pretty girl? Oh, boy or pretty girl? Oh, yeah. Took me a second, yeah. Right? That's not nice. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think you're beautiful, MJ, because I like you. When you see through someone's soul, then you see their beauty. Beauty doesn't have to be a physical thing. If someone's mean, I feel like they look worse. When someone's being cruel, it makes them look worse. Butterfly says, hi. Wednesday said I'm making her hungry. He had cancer, was nice for a year, then back to normal. So his chance came and went. Oh, what, he thought he was dying, so he started acting nice to people. All right, let's get we're gonna start getting my pan heated up. Now you can or may not, I know she's making me hungry. With burgers, it kind of depends. You don't usually always have to put oil because the burger meat itself, as it starts cooking, lets out a little bit of its own oil. So I just put like maybe a tiny bit, like literally just like a capful, just to start it, because when you first put it on, sometimes it's not, like it takes a little bit for the oils to leach out of it. So put like literally just a capful on there. So just put a little capful on there. Move the stuff around. Let me turn that down. Welcome in, Butterfly. Okay, now we're going to try to show MJ how to do this part. So now you just take your beef and you get like little thing do a circle. It's really not that hard. It's just about getting it smushed down right so it stays together. So you get a little like a meatball type thing, and then you put it down and smush, 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 smush. Then you kind of pat it out. Smush, 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 smush. And then see, this is what I was trying to show you with the Play-Doh, where I go in on the edges, because the edges get kind of like, they'll like break up on the edges, so you don't want it to break up. So you just smush it back in a little bit so that the edges stay together, and then you can kind of smush it back in. And then you just want to make sure it flips. And kind of do it on the other side a little bit, just gently. There you go. Ta-da. Just gotta be careful picking it up and stuff. And that's it. And then it goes on the pan. Ta-da. MJ said, it's all good. Story of my life, Jamie. Anyways, going to bed. And Ari, you gotta be less insensitive when you talk. Sometimes I get really upset this time. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to apologize. I felt really bad about you having started your burgers, because I said I wasn't sure, but then you kind of went off and did it when I would have kind of come on, and obviously I would have come on and helped you or even texted you. I just felt really bad, so I was trying to like just clarify that I would have been here for you. I didn't want you to think I was gonna just ditch you. Like, even if I didn't come on to make my own, you could have texted me, you know? So I'm sorry, I felt bad. That was probably my own anxiety, feeling bad and trying to over-explain. But I hope you have a good night. And yeah, I guess next time if you want to make burgers, just watch this video back. I'll leave it up. This is just going to be a short video doing the burgers, so if you ever want to make them again, you can reference this one. I wanted to show you how it's really not that hard. It's just you got to follow the directions, that's all. But have a nice night, sweetie. Wednesday said, can I tell you something? What do you want to tell me? It depends. Is it YouTube appropriate? Think to yourself, is it YouTube appropriate or is it for Facebook? Yeah, so you just smush them, smush them, smush them, smush them down. Yeah, this is what I was showing MJ the other night with the, I tried to show her and give her an example with the Play-Doh. But yeah, you just kind of smush the sides in so that it doesn't, because the sides are what'll crumble apart, and then it makes the whole thing crumble. And you also want to make sure it's flat enough, because if it's too meatball-y, then it'll like puff up like a big meatball. Alright, there's two. Yeah, you don't add egg or nothing else, it's just meat. Meat and onion and herbs. It's just like meat and stuff to flavor the meat. So I put the onion and the herbs and the barbecue sauce to flavor the meat. And put a little more on that one. Make a big burger. Maybe next time not say buy better meat. That might have hurt her feelings. I don't know. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean just like a higher grade meat, you know? Because she said hers was all... She said hers was like really... had like all this gritty stuff in it. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the quality of the meat. But yeah, I get it. I don't make burgers like every week or anything, so when I am gonna make them, I get a good meat, you know? Get something I can work with. I don't eat a lot of red meat. But she ended up throwing them all away, so I'm like, I think it's, you know, more wasteful, or, you know, whatever. It's like you're going to be more poor if you end up I know it's like you can't afford to buy better meat, but then you also can't afford to throw stuff away either. So if you're going to get something, at least get something that you can eat and work with. That's kind of how I look at it, at least. It's like, I'm not going to buy something that that comes out like crap, that I can't even eat. If it's full of big white hard chunks, it's obviously not edible. So that was just a tip for selecting a good meat, I guess, you know. I wasn't trying to like shame anyone about like what quality they can afford. It was just like trying to look at it in a different way, like, you know, it's hard to afford good meat, but if you're gonna splurge on some burgers once in a while, get ones that you can at least eat, otherwise you'll be throwing them away, and then that's, you know, you can't afford to throw stuff away either when you're poor, so. Alright, and then I have a little burger for the animals. Yeah, why is your heart pounding? Yeah, well, you just said your heart's pounding or something. I can't help that your heart's pounding, hun. Why is your heart pounding? I also said to think about whether it's something for YouTube or something for Facebook. Okay. And then we have just a little one. Although this one might have, let's pick out the onions on this. I forgot I had onion in here. But the onions is not a lot. I'm gonna give a little bit to the animals. Just the onions out. A little mini burger for Looney. Scrolling by, but thought I would say hello. Hello, Joshua. How are you? Here's a little mini burger for Looney. And then, yeah, we'll just throw the extra onions on the other burgers. I had to take the onions out because I was making one for the animals. It's making my blood pressure rise. Yeah, I don't know why her heart's always pounding. You're just trying to spread your anxiety to everybody else so that you're not alone. She has a lot of anxiety. I don't know. My heart's been pounding the past few days. We don't have to say it every time our heart pounds. Okay. So yeah, that's how the burgers come out. And then we have my little buns. I got a couple whole wheat buns left. These are the same buns from the last set of burgers I made a few weeks back. I put half of them in the freezer, so then I'm able to pull them out, because I don't use like a lot of bread. So I'll put like half a loaf of bread in the freezer, and then I'll pull it out later. So I'm able to keep stuff longer. And then yeah, this is my cheese. I'm just going to use sprinkled cheese because that's all I have left is sprinkled cheese. Can Looney get a burger? Yeah, I made her a little mini burger in the middle. That's Looney's burger. Bubba's lover said the burgers look yummy. Thank you. You can talk to me too. Just, you always want to talk about anxiety. You never want to talk about stuff that's actually to do with the stream. You gotta enjoy yourself sometimes. we all want to kick back and enjoy ourselves, not talk about anxiety. I'm trying to distract myself from my own bad feeling because I didn't feel good today. When I don't feel good, I don't focus on the bad feeling. I try to distract myself from the bad feeling. Butterfly said, I want a burger. No one's trying to stop you from talking to me, honey. You talk to me plenty. We talk privately all the time. Granted, the past, whatever, few days I haven't been feeling good, but me and you probably talk more than anybody else. Bubba said, me too, Butterfly. Burgers sound so good now. Yeah, they're good. I got one for Looney, and Lucky can have a little piece of mine. Yeah, Looney. That's not enough, Ari, right? If she would just talk about like regular things, but she just always wants to talk about anxiety, and then it like just becomes complete focus on I'm anxious because of this and I'm anxious because of that, and it's like I don't know what to do with that. I'm not a therapist. This is why I've told Christine a million times she should advocate to her parents. She's 27 years old now. I know she acts like a child, but when I was in my 20s, I told my parents, I said, I need you to take me to therapy. Because I was, younger at heart too. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a way to travel. I only got my car like the past handful of years. So when I was younger, I needed my parents to take me to therapy. I told them, I said, I need to go to therapy. I need someone to help me get into therapy. My parents didn't put me in therapy. I mean, they did when I was really young. When I was really young, I didn't want to go to therapy. I was like 14. But as I started getting older, I realized I needed therapy. And I said, I need you guys to take me somewhere. So, isn't onion like super toxic to dogs? Yes, we took out the onion on Looney's. I took out the onions on Looney's. I put them on mine. Ooh. Actually, I think there's one more still sitting there. Is that an onion? No, that's just gristle. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, I picked out all the onions on Looney's one. That's Looney's right there. I don't know if cooking it next to onions would be bad, but I've given her stuff that's been cooked near onions before, and it hasn't caused a problem, so I'm not gonna, yeah, no, we took out the onions on Looney's one. That's Looney's over there. Keep all the onions off of it, and away from it. I tried to make her a little one, and I was like, oh yeah, there's onions in it, so I picked them out. Spuzzy says, hi Ari, sesame seeds are too. Yeah, but I've given her stuff that's been cooked in or near onion. It happens. I think it's like a certain level of it, If you have like a ton of it, it'll make them sick. I'm sure I'll get shit on, but whatever. Dog wants a burger. I'll just kind of move these over. Grapes. Is it grapes? I think grapes or grapeseed or something is bad for them too. Chocolate is a big one. Spuzzy said, how's your days going and how's everyone's days? I didn't know that about sesame seed either. But I've never had any reason to feed her sesame seed. Feeding her other things, it's usually just like other stuff like meat that's had onion on it, or near it. Hi, Bubby. They can be. It depends on the dog, really, but it's like a, you know, it's a precaution because a lot of dogs can have that issue. I would think it has more to do with like how much they get, though. Similar with like the goats when they, who was telling me about, you know, that guy, the Sedassel, was telling me how, what's it called? Those plants over there, what are they called? I forget. The freaking hostas. The hostas. He was telling me the hostas are bad for goats. And I'm like, my goats have eaten hostas their whole life. But they never eat like a lot of it. They just go and like nibble like a leaf or two. So I didn't know. Yeah, it'll be fine. I am sure she will be fine. I picked out all the actual onions. She's not eating any actual onions. You can double check and make sure, but looks like maybe there's like one left. Make sure I didn't miss any. Yeah. No actual onions in there. That might be a little one there. It's got to cool off anyway, so I can pick through it. Some of these I can't tell if it's onion or just a little bits of fat. I think that's a piece of onion. But yeah, I already picked through it before. Yeah, there's no more. No more onion. I love hostas. My dad grows them in the yard. Here you go, Looney. I'm gonna let that cool anyway. You can eat it with your little egg, your lovebird egg. You can eat it with your lovebird egg. Alright, I gotta flip these. Turn that down and just put my cheese on. I don't even know what a hosta is. It's like a plant. They're like a ground cover decorative perennial plant. They come back every year. You've probably seen them. They're very common in like landscaping. They're a very common landscaping plant. There we go. Alright, this cheese is falling. Yeah, this is the only problem with shredded cheese is it goes all over the place. It's easier to use like a sliced cheese on burgers, but I don't have sliced cheese. Oh, thank you for reminding me, honey. Let me go check and make sure that door's shut, because it probably will go off. Yeah, when I cook burgers. Thank you, sweetie. Although the window's open, so it might help a little bit. It's probably the only reason why it hasn't gone off it already. Thank you, sweetie. Because I don't like this fire alarm either. That thing drives me crazy. They remind me of shell noodles. Oh, the hostas? Yeah, the way the leaf is. Yeah, they come back every year. It's a perennial. Perennial means it comes back every year. An annual is something that comes back, that doesn't come back. You have to replant it annually. That's what it's called, annual. There we go. Just getting the cheese up here. Put this down. I'm going to move it to this one, or the back one, where it's... This one's getting too hot. So you get to slowly cook now to just melt the cheese. Just need to slowly melt the cheese. Lucky, you want a piece of burger too? Oh, Lucky heard. The king's daughter said, looks amazing. I love seeing doggos eat well. They don't want just kibble. I love spoiling them. Here you go. The kitty's gonna eat well too. Here you go. Want some? Oh, no, Looney, I got you some too. Hold on. Let Lucky have a piece if he wants some. You want burger? Here you go. You get it, Lucky? There you go. Good boy. All right, rest is for you, Looney. Just a little piece for Lucky. Burger? Yeah, up. Come here. You sit. Welcome back, Court. Sit. Ooh, Luke, Lucky, and Looney are so cute. Roll. Good girl. Here you go. Lucky and Looney, the Lucky and Looney show. Looney's water's getting dirty. The Lucky and Looney show. Oh, you and Crystal are friends again? Oh, that's nice. That's good. Crystal seems like a sweetheart. She seems like a sweet person. I know everyone has their like interpersonal things that happen, but it doesn't mean people aren't good people at heart. Go. All right, that looks good, looking good. I don't think I'm going to eat mine quite yet because I just need to feel a little better, but did you eat, Looney? Ari, cats and dogs can't eat onions. Yeah, I know. I took out the onions, girl. We picked out the onions before I cooked the burger. It was cooking in things that are next to onions, but she did not eat any actual onions. Oh, oh. Goofy girl. Looney says she liked it though. Yeah, did you like it? You don't need to leave. MJ, are you okay? You don't need to leave. Just because I fed Looney a burger that has no onions in it. I know you're just worried. It's okay. But Looney will be okay. She's fine. Were you not here when I picked out all the onions? And made sure there was no onions in the burger? We'll eat that. Yeah, that's MJ. She worried about Looney because I gave her one of the burgers but we picked out all the onions that were in that piece before I even cooked it. So I wasn't like cooking the juices in. It could maybe get some of the juices, but most of what comes off is the barbecue sauce from the ones next to it. It's just burger grease and I get the cheese. Mostly burger grease and barbecue sauce that comes off of it. If there's a tiny bit of onion juice that comes off cooked, it's not going to bother her. You're not going to feed her like whole pieces of onion, but if there's like a little bit of juice that gets on there, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Looney will be okay. I've had dogs for a long time. Not the first nor the last time that Looney will get a burger that might have touched an onion. We always cook our burgers with onions, and she's eaten plenty of burgers. Have had dogs for over 20 years. She won't die from an onion. Not even an onion. Like I said, onion juice that's near it. She'll be okay. I know you're just worrying though, but you don't have to leave. You're eating cat hair burgers? Not anymore. Lucky's only here now. He was over there before. Hi, Lucky. That's Loonies. Go on. I should keep this covered though. Actually, keep this covered because I'm not going to eat it right away. Hey, what cat and dog hair burger? Do glowfish glow at nighttime? That's a good question, Christine. Do they? I've never seen a glowfish. Is that why they call them glowfish? Do they actually glow? Hi. Yeah, Looney will be okay. She just ate her burger. She liked it. Looney said, I liked it. She left her kibble, though. You left your kibble? You ate the egg and your burger, but you left your kibble. Hi from Canada. Huskies can be hyper. Yes, they can. Cat glitter. I like that. And gets people's food Lucky. Yeah, that's Lucky the kitten. He gets people's food. What are you looking for, Luckers? You guys want to fish too? Why are you going in the cabinet, Lucky? Nice big kitchen. Thank you. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized kitchen. It's all like one living area, so it's the kitchen and then goes into my living room. So that's the kitchen. I'm a cook, so I kind of, my mom like designed the house when we moved in here. We had this house built, so get over here. We designed it for the way that we live, and I'm the big cook in the house, so we gave me a nice big kitchen area because I'm the cook. This is my baking table. I had this at my old house. We honestly designed the kitchen to be able to have this because I didn't want to give up my baking table. I said, I'm not giving up my baking table, so whatever you have to do, make it fit. Here you go. Leading Healing said, I just ate a big meal. Oh, and yeah, open concept. Don't know if I missed those, but works for hosting plus a high counter. What part of the world? I'm in New Hampshire. Butterfly said, yes, thank you. MJ, I shared your channel on my wall. I don't know if that's okay. If you saw MJ. Oh, if you saw MJ. Spuzzy said he's got to go by. Leading said, cool, but as a cook, I'd feel iffy about cats on the counter. Cute, though. Yeah, I get that all the time. I'm mostly cooking for myself, so when I'm cooking for other people, I do try to keep them. He goes in kitty prison if he, and I'm done cooking now. I told him if he came back while I was cooking, he'd go in kitty prison, which is the crate over there. But after I'm done cooking, it's whatever. Then I just have to wipe my counters before I start doing anything again. MJ said, oh, thanks, you didn't have to, but that's really sweet of you. Here you go. Fish and fish for Lucky. Yeah, I don't know. The cats like being up high. It's kind of a cat thing. Cats always like being up high. It's instinctual for cats to want to be up high and kind of look down over things. I care more about my cat's enrichment than if I have to wipe my counter a few extra times, whatever. Actually, I gotta spray my counter again because I didn't really spray it much. I just wiped it. It's like some stuff here. But yeah, they come over to eat, and I just spray it before I start cooking. Now I'm done cooking, it don't matter. He can hang out wherever he wants. Those taps are the best. Taps. Oh, I see. Hopes no one's watching from prison. I hear it's a thing. Anyway, ever been to Canada? No, I haven't been to Canada, but I want to go visit my friend MJ, who's been here in the chat. I want to go visit her. I have to get my passport. But yeah, I'm in New Hampshire, so it's right kind of on the border. Lucky, I'm trying to wipe and you're right. Can I wipe with your little butt still there? Yeah, I'm in New Hampshire, so it's not that far from Canada. But no, I call it kitty prison. It's this the dog. It's just the dog crate. But I put the cat in there too when he's getting in my way when I'm cooking. I call it kitty prison. I put the cat in there and go, "You're in kitty prison now." Yeah, kitty prison and puppy prison. Was that a CD tree? A CD tree? A CD tree? What are you saying? I don't know what a CD tree is. Thanks, resubbed. I'm Canadian. Yeah, that's what I was saying. My friend MJ here is the reason why I would go visit Canada. That's why I want to go visit Canada. I need to get a passport. If I had a passport, I'd be in Canada so fast. I'd just drive up one weekend and just go, "Hi." Expensive to get a passport and stuff though. Wipe this stuff down. Doctor Peoples, don't ask personal questions to MJ. Oh, August 20th is your birthday, right? Yep, for Wednesday. MJ, Wednesday said I'll be 27 is August. You know when my birthday is? Can you believe that it's August 1st? Oh, Ralph, I didn't even realize it was August 1st. Is it today? Leading said, glad to find a wholesome stream. And where from in Canada, MJ? And yeah, CDs are barely a thing anymore. But I mean, the shelf for CDs they slide onto. No, I don't have one of those shelves. I don't know what you saw that looks like a CD shelf. I just have bookshelves. I got big bookshelves. This is just my fan. It's a mess over here. This is where everything collects. That's just a fan. I don't know what you saw that looks like a CD shelf. I got my birds. Maybe the bars from the bird cage. Hi. Maybe you saw the bars from the bird cage. I don't know. I don't know what you saw that looks like a CD shelf. Hello. Aw. Hi, Halo. Hi, Blue. Were you laying eggs up there, Frightful? Looks like she laid one and it fell. I'm wondering if she laid them in the coconut or not. That's why I was going to check her coconut. I don't want her laying anymore. Strips their calcium when they lay too much. So, but she's not like a chronic layer like her mama was. Her mom used to be a chronic egg layer. She would lay too much. And you had to supplement them with calcium because they lay too much and make them so sick. Frightful. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Hi, Fuzzy. Little fuzzy head girl. Yeah, there's nothing in there. It would be rolling around. Plus, she's not attacking me. If that was her nest, she'd be attacking me. She's a very friendly bird, but females, when they're nesting, they get very hormonal and they'll start biting you if you try to mess with their nest. So there's no way she's, I think she just laid, I think it was just a one-off. The bird laid an egg earlier. Nice birds. Yeah, she laid an egg, so I was checking to make sure there was no more. Because I saw one on the floor. There was one just on the floor of her cage. Hello. I want to pet the pets. And Connie said, Christine, I'm proud of you for behaving. Yes, thank you for turning it around, Christine. We just give you warnings because we know sometimes you repeat. So as long as you just apologize and keep moving on and just don't do it again, that's all. Leading says, of course, not that personal online, otherwise just silly. Same with actual names. No offense. It's okay. Christine, yeah, she's doing fine now. She was a little nervous when she first came in, but she's doing okay. Hello. Yeah, Blue was humping his little, I think it was the zip tie down there. Bird cage is in dire need of cleaning. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it's horrible right now. I wanted to do it today, and then I was sick. Oh, so tomorrow it'll have to be like for real reals. For real reals, huh? For real reals, we gotta get you clean tomorrow. Hamping too. Do like poetic names though. Hello. Hi. Hi, girl. Good girl. You give me little nibbles? Thank you. Thank you. Hi, country. Your mom used to have birds? Connie said they're so pretty. Not but leading says not budgies, right? No, they're lovebirds. Lovey lovebirds. Not budgies. Hey, are we ever gonna do Whiskey's hooves? I want to see his chaos. Yes, all of that needs to get done. The bird cage needs to get done, and Whiskey's hooves need to get done. I had like a busy week, and I got sick with all the stuff, and then I needed the prednisone, and the prednisone was making me feel weird. So I've just had like a weird off week. But we got to get back to, yeah, all my chores here. So both of those things have to happen this week. Birdcage is like imminent though. Whiskey's hooves weren't that bad because his were done by the vet a couple months back. They're just due. They're not overdue at least. Lily's were overdue. Whiskey's are due, but the birdcage is overdue. So birdcage first, then Whiskey. It'll be this week. No, that's our goat. Lovely, a bird named Whiskey. No, the Whiskey's the goat. We have goats outside too. And sorry to hear if you have a headache. Yeah, Whiskey's the goat. The birds are Halo. This is Halo because he's got the little yellow. It's like an angel's halo on his head. His little yellow ring on his head here. So that's why he's Halo. And then Blue Moon, my little blue bird. You can't see his colors as much, but let's see. There, now you can see. Blue Moon, because he's blue. And his name was Luna when I first got him, but I already had a Luna. My dog is Saluna. So we changed him to Blue Moon. Because he's a blue Luna moon. Because Luna means moon. So we got Halo, Blue Moon, view through the bars. Twilight. That's Twilight. He's got the yellow on his head too because he got it from his dad. Halo's his dad. So he inherited the yellow stripe there on his head. And Frightful. That's the only girl there in the back. Miss Frightful. And she also has the yellow on her head. All of Halo's babies that he's ever had have had at least a little bit of that yellow splash on their head. It's kind of interesting. Except for the ones that are completely yellow. But he has this like dominant, he's a dominant pied, they call it, where they have the yellow splash. And his babies have gotten like markings in almost exactly the same places he has. Others named after drinks or cigarettes. What is prednisone? Prednisone's a steroid that I'm taking for my like rash and itchiness and stuff, and my glands were all swollen. It's for my allergies. Because I had like a systemic allergic reaction. And just seen 5 dirt bikes go down the street. Used to be 2 or 3. They did wheelies. Whiskey is named after a drink. Whiskey's named after the drink. Because he makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside like a glass of whiskey. You know how when you drink a shot of whiskey, and I'm not a big drinker, but my sister-in-law at the time she lived with us, and she was trying to get me into drinking with her, and her favorite drink was whiskey. So that's how the goat got his name. So she had me drink some shots of whiskey, and I was like, ooh, it makes you feel like warm when you drink it. It like you can feel the warmth go all the way down your throat. And I'm like, ooh, it kind of makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. And then when I saw Whiskey, the first time I saw him as a baby, we were like, oh, he makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And then we were like a shot of whiskey. So that's how Whiskey got his name, because he makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside like a shot of whiskey. Leading said, wow, you have a zoo. Earlier I talked to someone who had a monkey. Halo, nice fitting name. My parents got a goat as a wedding present. That's like very old school to get a goat as a wedding present. It's like paying the dowry. You get a goat and 2 camels or whatever. A goat and 2 camels. What I thought. What did you think? I don't remember, honey. To Christine, she said, Blue Moon, what I thought, something. Can you tell them? I don't know. I can't remember everyone else's thoughts. I got trouble enough remembering my own thoughts. Wednesday, okay, what I thought. All fitting names, but ladder. You ever seen the cartoon movie Rio? I've seen part of it. I think I watched it with my little baby brother, like when it first came out. He was younger and we watched it together, but I think I fell asleep. Or I just wasn't paying attention the whole time. But yeah, it's like got the parrots and like different birds. Oh my God, Rio is such a cute movie. Yeah, it was a cute movie. I liked the animation on it. And then that's where like they had like Angry Birds. They made Angry Birds after those characters. I'm glad to see the rainbows, Arbos. I assume rainbows. When I shared her channel on my wall, go sub to her. Did I sub to MJ's new channel yet? I don't know. I'll have to go check. Or coffee. Oh, there you are. Remind me of someone, I think Muriel. I don't know anyone named Muriel, but thank you. I hope Muriel's a good person. I don't want to remind anyone of a bad person. Leading, are you okay, dude? They're just talking, butterfly. Yeah, and my stepdad's daughter, they also know each other. Yeah, whiskey is strong. The drink, yeah, I don't drink much. I just had like a little shot of it to like fit in when my sister-in-law was drinking because she wanted me to join in. So she gave me this little shot set for my birthday once. So she wanted me to join in. I think one of them broke, but I still have the other one. These little ones. Little tiny shot set. And then the little... You put like ice cubes or whatever in this. So there was 2 cups, and then I don't know if I think that's like for the ice or whatever. You like a little tongs in your ice, and then yeah, it's cute. But I don't really use it. One of the cups broke, I think. I don't think I have the other cup. Oh, and there's a saucer. Yeah, they got the 2 saucers, but not. Shot of whiskey. Yeah. So yeah, that's my little shot set, but I only have one now because the other one broke. They're very, very delicate. Maybe he blocked you? Country was here for a minute. Neat glasses though. Yeah, they're kind of cool. Oh, MJ, you're fired. Country left. Court, you're fired. Ren, you're fired. Ara, you're fired. That mat near the birdcage. Oh, you wanted me to tell them about the mat? Yeah, Christine thought this was a giant crayon. I was talking to Christine one night, and it was like that, and I was chatting with her. You know, I got my phone, I'm chatting with her, and she sees that in the background, and she's like, oh my God, you have a giant crayon. I'm like, no, it's a yoga mat. But she thought it was a giant crayon. It was kind of funny. So then I picked it up, and I was like, ooh, it's my crayon. I'm going to go color. I'm going to go color with my crayons. I'm gonna go color with my crayons. Let's draw a picture. It's a big pink crayon. Draw my picture. Yeah, it's color, color. Yeah, it's just a yoga mat. Leading said crayon mat, CD shelf. What's the difference really? Then put them all together while doing coloring and art. Connie said, LOL, Christine, we're all fired. Shot set looks like coffee or tea. Well, a tea set would usually have, like, the big part would usually be to, like, have a pourer on it. And this has more, like, for ice. Like, it's a little, a tea set usually has for pouring. I don't know. She said it was a shot set, so I'm going off of what she said. But this is more like you would put like little tongs and get like not giant ice cubes, but like the little crushed ice. You get like a little spoon with crushed ice for like a little shot. Because like a tea set usually has a spout and you spout it. So I don't know. I'm going off what I was told. But yeah, you could probably use it for tea because I don't do shots. So I don't do shots anyway. So I'm probably more likely to do it for like a little sip of tea. But when I drink tea, I want like a big cup of tea, not like a little, that's like a baby tea set. Like for kids pretending to have a tea party, more likely. You think you might be getting closer to being hired as a mod? I hope in mods before. Good morals and know it's helpful. It's a crayon near the birdcage. I don't need more mods right now, personally. Boop, boop. Blue Moon will bite ya. Blue Moon, bite her, get him. I'm often a sipper too. Yeah, to sip tea. The little teacup this big though isn't. It's like one slurp and you're done. Maybe for kids, but you got the mod squad of birds and pets. Any horses? No, no horses. Just the goats outside. I wish I had a horse. I wish we'd done like a miniature pony instead of goats. Because I could ride them. It'd be the same amount of friendliness, and then I could ride them too. We got our goats out there. Yeah, we got unicorns and dragons in the back, right? Sup, Mrs. Doubtfire? Yeah, those are our goats. You can go say hi, I guess. We'll go say hi to the goats. I'm going to get off soon because, like I said, I wasn't having a great day. I was just going to come on and do the burgers. Oh, so we'll say goodnight to the goats. And then we have chickens on the other side of the house. Good night. The Marigold, the guinea hen, for the new people. Marigold, the hen. And Whiskey, the goat. Hi. Hi, Whiskey. Miniatures and dogs. And with Lily. How long have you had your pets? How old can they live? Do they fly around the house too? P.S. I don't see Mrs. Doubtfire here. I doubt she's by the fire. Yes, my dad's client had one owner-bred show pony. Oh, that's cool. Well, the goats, I've had animals a long time. So the goats are 13. They're 13. They'll be 14 next year. So I've had them a while. I've had them since they were babies. I've had Whiskey since he was 5 weeks old and Lily since she was 8 weeks old. The birds. Good night, Lily. Good night. So that's Lily and Whiskey. Good night. Good night, bud. I'm going to go back in, though, because I'm going to get eaten by bugs. They got plenty of hay and water and everything, so I filled it all earlier. Good night, Marigold. She, like, huffs at me when I pet her. She says, don't pet me. Don't pet me. She doesn't like being pet. Good night. Look at her like, why are you touching me? Good night. Oh, good night, Whiskey. So the goats are 13. My night funny farm, MJ. Yeah, we did call it the funny farm. I still haven't found that sign. That we have a picture that used to say the funny farm. It has like a sign that we used to have. I have to find it and post it because it's cute. So many animals to keep up with. We had a guinea hen randomly in our yard in Essex, Ontario. Yeah, they make a racket, the guinea hens. I bet it was an unholy racket, huh? They're very loud. MJ said, I have a pet dragon. It's a baby. Aw, like Norbert from Harry Potter. Hi, Loon. Give me your paws. Hi. Like Norbert, the baby Norwegian ridgeback. I have dinosaurs. His name is Thor. Good night, goats and guinea hen. MJ said, Wednesday said, I'm laying in my bed watching you and holding something. Your dog. You're holding your doggy. And so the cat, I don't know where Stratus is. Stratus is my second oldest. He's 11. The kitty, he's probably on Grammy's side. Let me go see if he's over here. I'll show the cat. I'm going to say goodnight to all the animals and then I'm going to go. Well, everyone except the chickens because I'm not going out to the chickens right now. Where's Stratty? Stratus, are you here? Oh, here he is. Here are the kitties. No thank you. I'm not doing that. We don't do that over here. But so this is Stratus. He's 11. That's my 11-year-old kitty. It's not a mansion. This is where it's two separate apartments, so I'm on my mom's side. I'm in my mom's apartment right now. I just sneaking over. Go. Hi. So that's Stratty Cat. And this is Lucky the kitten. Lucky the kitten. He's only 2. He just turned 2. And then Looney's 3. So then Looney the husky is 3. Yes, you're 3 whole years old. Let me shut the lights. But I can't be over here because this is my mom's apartment. No, it's not a mansion. It's a duplex kind of situation. So that's my mom's apartment. It's not my apartment. I'm not supposed to be over there. Just my cat went over there, so I had to go find the cat. Come here. This is my apartment. Come through. Everything over there is my mummy's. That's my mother's apartment. This is my apartment. So my apartment is just this, which is this kitchen, living room, open floor plan, and my bedroom. Which I still have all that stuff all over the floor, but and my bedroom. So that's it, and a bathroom. So that's my apartment, not a mansion, just a duplex. So it looks bigger than it is because amazing can have so many animals at a duplex apartment. Nice job. Well, it's a house, so it's like a duplex house. So it's a standalone house. It's not like in an apartment building or anything, but it's like an in-law apartment off of my mom's house. So the whole house belongs to my mother, and then I'm on this side here with this little duplex area. What you would call like an in-law apartment. An accessory dwelling, they call it. Oh, but yeah, my animals sneak over to my mom's side sometimes, so I just went over to go see the kitties. And then yeah, the birdies, I told you their names: Halo, Twilight, Blue Moon, and Frightful. She's up there sleeping already. Halo is the oldest. He's 7, I believe. Halo's 7, and then the rest of them are around 4. Frightful will be 5 in November. Frightful will be 5 in November, and then these guys, Twilight will be 5 in the next Valentine's Day. He was born on Valentine's Day, so he'll be born next February. He'll be 5 next February. Or he's like 4.5. Frightful's birthday's kind of coming around the corner, but he's still closer to 4 than 5. She's maybe closer to 5 than 4. And Blue Moon is around their same age, so he's like 4 or 5 as well. I don't know his exact birthday because he was a rescue, so you keep track of their birthdays. Well, yeah, they're my babies, so I know all their birthdays. And like the only ones I don't really know is him because he was a rescue. And I didn't get his like specific birthday, and I don't know Halo's specific birthday, but I know around how old he is. These two, Frightful and Twilight, were born here. They were Halo's babies. So Halo had a mate and he hatched out eggs. Well, him and his mate, they had babies and they hatched eggs. So I was very involved in hatching and raising, and I wrote down all their birthdays, and they were born right here. So I know exactly when they were born. Looney's birthday was, I have her gotcha day and her birthday. Her gotcha day was like March 23rd, I think. 23rd or 20, it's like 23rd or 26th, somewhere around there. But her birthday is January 23rd. Yeah, January 23rd, 2023. So 12323. I remember Looney's birthday because it's 123. January 23rd. MJ likes to mod. MJ can mod. Do you want to be a mod again, MJ? Because you were a mod. Here, I'll make you a mod again. Because you were, but then, yeah, there you go. You were on your other channel, and then, oh, they're feeding each other. The only reason you're not is because you deleted your channel, so. Them feeding each other. MJ said, Butterfly, you're sweet. I'm proud of you. We're all proud of our Butterfly. She grew very quickly, and it's awesome. She does a lot of work doing her streams every day. I'm trying to get back into the daily streaming, but I still have days where I just can't do it. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've been trying to get back into daily streaming, or almost daily streaming. You got butterflies on your coffee cup? Oh, that's cool. Look at them feeding each other. Yeah, it's crazy. Butterfly needs to have like a celebration. She's going to be at like 100K soon. It's like crazy. Crazy like a fox. Look at him like, give me more. Give me more. They feed each other. It's cute. It's a little gross, but cute. Like coughing up food for each other, but yeah. Yeah, you guys sweet. Yeah, you guys all friends. You guys all friends. I've been seeing it on and off. I was like, dang girl, you growing. What, you want a treat? Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh, gentle. MJ said, everyone's growing. Yeah, I got to my 2K finally, and I'm proud of it. I don't care if it's not 60K. I was been talking about this, like, I don't know how I'd handle being at Butterfly's level, so I'm okay with my slow growth. And I like that I'm able to, like, engage with the chat more, because Butterfly's chat goes so fast that, like, I it would be stressful trying to engage. I know she does try her best to keep up with the chat, and she does a great job for how many people there is. But yeah, I don't know if I could keep up with that. Butterfly's like, yes. I'm like, oh shit, I got in way over my head. Went from, hey, I'm not a bot, to everyone like, oh my god, you're Butterfly. Right, exactly. It's like, I feel like it's like a little too fast almost. Like I couldn't handle that if that happened to me like that. So you've handled the instant fame well, and I probably couldn't. So I'm glad that I've been taking my time to grow it. Like, get you used to like a little bit more, you know, very slowly. I need like, I'm autistic. I need slow transitions. I can't like jump into the deep end like that. So Butterfly's on fire. This girl is on fire. I like when he makes that little piggy noises. I call it a piggy noise. He goes, oink, 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 oink. You're proud of Crystal? She's big too. She's like real big though. Hi. What you guys doing? What you guys doing? What you guys doing? Don't chase Twilight. Don't chase Twilight. Chase him. Yeah. Good birdies. Yeah. Leading says, same on the spectrum. Sometimes need to slow, sometimes fast. I sang that song, a cover, on a lovely stream recently. We do music covers and wellness chat. Oh, okay. That's cool. Is that what you do on your channel there? Leading, healing, Miss Cheering. So you do music and wellness. That's cool. And yeah, welcome to the stream. We've had a few other autistic people show up in stream lately. It was cool to meet other autistic people. People on the spectrum, just a little weird. People who are just a little funky like me. Blue makes such funny noises sometimes. Hi. Yeah, they're sweet birds. Court said, MJ, your channel is fun. We love MJ's channel. MJ, when she does her gaming and just talks about like random stuff, she'll start talking about like American Girl dolls and all the history of like toys. Those are the ones I really enjoy. I think the toy stuff is, yeah, exactly. I think the toy stuff is fun, but not the other stuff on my channel. I talk too much. Yeah, sometimes you get in a mood and you just start talking about things you don't even want to talk about, but it happens to the best of us. Like I said, even I got carried away the other day and started talking about things that I shouldn't have even bothered talking about. So sometimes things just bug you and you feel like you have to vent, but it's like you got to do like time and place, like maybe not vent to the whole internet. But it's a common mistake. Planet Head, how do I get it off? Space Cadet, right? Planet Head. But yeah, I like the toy ones that she talks about, just like the history of different toys and stuff. At least the ones that, especially ones that are like nostalgic to my own childhood. Because I don't really play with toys anymore. I know you guys are more into toys now. I don't really play with them anymore, but I still have like, there's like a nostalgic place that like, oh, I remember that, and that was so fun back then. I just don't know if I could fully engage with like playing with toys now as an adult. Some things like Play-Doh's still fun. I whipped out my Play-Doh the other day. I was like, ooh, Play-Doh. So like this is like the one toy that I guess you'd consider like a toy that I still have, is my Play-Doh. Also, I have my paint. Yeah, I have my Play-Doh. Play-Doh's fun. Nostalgia indeed. You do seem playful, but so many animals. So yeah. Yeah, Play-Doh. Play-Doh always smells funny. This I want to play with you guys with. one day. Hold on, I have this. This is what I want to play with you guys with. I did this with my nieces and nephews, but this is the one, like, toy I bought for myself. It's a vintage toy, but it's for, like, painting. It's so fun. The Twirl-A-Paint. It's like from the 50s. We had one when I was a kid, though. Twirl-A-Paint. Spins hundreds of different designs automatically. Forward and reverse spinning action. Battery operated for high speed action. Yeah, the spiral painter. Yeah, it spins and makes like these little spirals. So this I have to play with you guys on stream. We're going to do it someday. This is so fun. I did it once so far with my niece and nephew. You have to like set it all up, and can't do it all the time because it makes a mess, but you get the little bottles and you fill your bottles with the paint and then you sprinkle them. I think these batteries probably died or something. I have batteries here, but I don't think they're any good anymore. I think they just like probably went dead in there. I didn't use it that much, but I think maybe it like got turned on in the box or something and just kept spinning. I don't know, the batteries weren't working last time I checked, so I need new batteries for it. But yeah, you do this. You put it here on this little hook there. Put that on the little hook. There. Very simple setup here. And then you put this little piece on there. Put this on here. Oh, there you go. And then that spins when you move this left or right. You can spin it either direction. And there's a few more bottles to put your paint in. Oh, this one still has paint in it. A little paint in that one still. A little paint in there still. Yeah, I don't think the batteries work still, so. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this soon. Positive, let's see. See if this will go on. Or negative. Negative. Oh, it does work. Ooh, it works. Okay, the batteries maybe just weren't adjusted right. Okay, we can do this soon, because now I don't even have to get batteries. Whee! Spouse is on other device. I'd stay longer, but I'm at 20%. That's okay, leading. I'm heading off soon anyway, so yeah, you put your paper on there. You get like a little 5x7 or whatever. Put it on there, and then you sprinkle your paint, and it spin it, and it makes little designs. Very fun. Not sure how to engage. He's deaf. He has Alzheimer's. She's so-so and not that chatty. You may not think I'd struggle with that, but I do. Christine would be good with all that rainbow colors. Yeah, Christine would love something like this. She would love playing with this thing. That's a craft item, not a toy, so she can play with it. I don't play with toys. Proceeds to play with toys. It's okay. Well, no, what I said was I don't usually play with toys, but there's a few things I still like. I mean, this is more kind of like a toy than a craft. I mean, it's a toy that does, I guess, crafts, but it just makes little colored painting things. It's like a mix. It's an art toy. It's an art toy. But yeah, this one's really old. Let me take the batteries out. I'm going to leave the batteries out because when you leave them in, they can get corroded. Yeah, we should do this soon. One of these days soon. Now that I know it works. I don't know, I tried it last time. I tried it and it wasn't working, but I must have just not had the batteries in right. I thought they didn't work. But yeah, I got this. It was like $50 to get this. I got this a while ago. This was like a $50 item because it's vintage. Vintage toys. But I wanted like the exact one I had when I was a kid. They make like newer versions, but I feel like the newer versions aren't even that good. The newer ones are like plastic and all the pieces break. This is the old version. This would be like pretty much I think the exact one I had when I was a kid. So I'm gonna leave it down here, that way I don't have to go up in the closet to get it next time. MJ got new headbands. Oh, you got your new headbands? I remember you were waiting for them all. Thank you. Wow, that was sporadic readout, but thank you. Art toys, okay, you're forgiven either way. Right? Yeah, no, I got art toys, I got my Play-Doh. I'm just not into doing like a lot of toys. I can't I can't do like action figures or Barbie dolls. The things that you have to get into like imaginative play, I have trouble like pretending now, I guess. I have trouble like getting into the fantasy world. So, but I can always do anything artsy. That's fun. Making stupid little things with Play-Doh. Yeah, so if it's like an artsy toy, I could probably get into it. Because I love arts and crafts. But yeah, I'm going to get going. Thank you all for coming. MJ said, I'm jelly, everyone has headbands. And yeah, Country blocked me. Oh, that sucks. So sad. He said he wouldn't leave me. I guess that was a lie. That's sad. Yeah, I like Country. I don't know why he ditched you for. I don't know where my headband went. I had mine, the one that matches the dog. It was in here. And there it went. I was going to show you guys the one I had because someone was asking about it. Was it Bella? I think Bella. I was asking Bella about it. I don't know where it went. It was in here. It like fell. Maybe it got in with my last laundry batch. It's probably in the laundry. Yeah, I only have one real headband. Then I just have a bunch of bandanas that I wear. This is my scarf bin. Mostly scarves. Although I guess some of these could technically be considered headbands because they're like the stretchy part on them. This one's ripped, but this one I think is technically more of a headband than a bandana. But I do like more of these fabric bands than anything. So I put them all the way down and then like that. But it's like almost a bandana. This is how deep and wide it is, but this one I got from my grandma. Oh, here's a regular one. I have a couple. This one's like so stretched out that I don't wear it much though. Gotta like tighten it. It's just a purple headband. So yeah, this is the type of bandanas I wear, just these little like fabric band ones. I don't like the hard ones because they dig into behind my ears. This one came from my could you still? Yes, I will, honey. I love purple. Yeah, I like purple too. This is one I got from my grandma. It's just my Nana when she passed away. I like this one. Polka dots for a bandana. My Nana used to wear bandanas all the time. She's like an little old Italian lady, and she would always have a bandana on. So I inherited a lot of my Nana's headscarves. Like that was from my Nana. This one was from my Nana. You can tell they're all kind of like the same old type of material. Oh, there's a black one too. I think these came in a set. There's a purple one and a black one. But yeah, I don't wear like the fancy. I have to do that this week. So I went to the post office with Christine that day, and now I don't have money. So that's the problem here now. But I think I just got my refund. I wanted to ask you about that because I wanted to make sure your address would get forwarded, but ooh, the cat threw up over here. I just got my refund, so I should be okay now, but I had to wait again now to get my refund. But yeah, I wanted to make sure it would go through if you're moving. So as long as it's moving, I can go ship that. But no, me and Christine went to the post office, and we were sitting there for an hour. Not me and Christine, but we were on the phone. We were sitting there for an hour, and they told me to go to a different post office after that because their what was it? Their system wouldn't let me do it. It will? Okay. Yeah, the post office I went to, their system wouldn't, like, they sat there for an hour and were trying to input all the information. They get to the very end and it wouldn't go through. Like, the last few things wouldn't go through. So then they're like, oh, I think you have to go to a different post office. Our system just updated and it's not letting us do international. It's like, really? You're not going to let anyone do... How can you run a post office where you're not letting anyone be able to mail internationally? Like... So I just needed another day where I had an hour to sit in the post office, realizing how long that takes. But I should have time this week, so I think it's supposed to rain the next 3 days too. So I'll have time one of these 3 days to get over there. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure it would actually go through at this point with your mailing is going to be fine. The box is still in my car waiting. Everything's packed up now and filled out. I just need to go back to the post office. Oh. I even filmed you a little video, but I wanted to wait till it... I filmed you a little video of, like, me giving the doggy hugs and stuff, but I wanted to wait until you actually get it so that I can send it to you, because then you see some of the other stuff that was in the box. So I didn't want to show you the other stuff that was in the box until you actually get it. Yeah, I made a little video of me giving, like, the dogs all those little hugs. So I'm excited for you to actually get it. That was supposed to be earlier in the week and the post office didn't work, so... Oh, that was the day I went to the pharmacy. The day I went to go pick up my prednisone. I stopped at the post office first. And then by the time I finished at the post office, it was like right before closing time. They told me to go to a different post office, and I'm like, at this point, you've had me here for an hour. I'm not going to be able to make it to another post office. Everything in this town is 20 minutes away. Like, you can't just go to another post office that easily. It was like 4:30, and I'm like, by the time I get to the other post office, it's going to be closed. So, it sucks. But I did try that time. At least I'm actually trying now. Before, I wasn't even trying. I was lazy and procrastinating. But I did actually try. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. I'll probably eat my burgers maybe now. I think now that I've been moving around, I'm getting a little hungry. Oh, my burgers have just been sitting waiting. But I'll see you all probably tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do. And hopefully, yeah, maybe I can just pop down to the post office tomorrow. I think tomorrow's Monday, right? Let me check. Tomorrow's Monday, right? Let me check if my post office is open. Sometimes our town is weird where stuff just isn't open. Like our town hall isn't open. I think our town hall isn't open on Mondays. It opens on Tuesday, which is weird. There's like random days in the week where stuff just isn't open in small towns. So I'm gonna go to the other one because the one I went to doesn't work. So Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 and 1 to 5. Yeah, see, they close to at like random hours. So this is their hours, 9 to 11 and 1 to 5. So they close from 11:30 to 1. They have to check their hours because they're weird in small towns. Are you guys' towns like this? I think it's just a weird small town thing, but our post office closes for like 2 hours in the middle of the day. Right? That's like 2 hours, 11:30 to 1, or an hour and a half. So maybe tomorrow after 1 we can go. I'm not even going to bother with the morning then. We'll just go tomorrow after 1. All right. I will see you guys all. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.